Hey guys, I wanted to show you the newest member to our off-roading family, the ROG Survival Series. Although this is a small micro RV, I feel like it has some pretty big features I want to show you. So starting up front on the tongue, we have a full-size spare, the propane bottle. We've got this little tray that you can keep some small stuff in between the two in. The body itself is a fiberglass body. It is seamless from here all the way to the back of the unit, so that helps keep it as waterproof as possible as any RV can be. It's got a little bit of a rock guard here, but it does feel a little bit soft. It's a pretty thin metal, so it is definitely a concern with rocks and stuff being thrown up at it. Across the top, we've got this racking system that goes around. That's kind of a modular system, so you can add and delete different things that you wanted to. It comes with this little air dam. It comes with a max fan on top and an entire Dometic air conditioning unit with heat strip. It also comes with LED lights on two of the corners for the Survival Series. We've got an awning here. This is an upgraded awning that I've put on. It comes with two awnings, one that goes across to the side here and one that comes off the back. They're kind of known for being a little bit chintzier from the factory, so I just replaced it with a 270 OVS awning right off the bat. I never even took the other ones off, so I can't really speak to their quality, but just from hearsay on the different sites, this just seemed like the move to do. Now, because this is the Survival Series, it has a little bit meatier tires. It also has the black wheels, which is pretty sweet. These are walk-on fenders. It's got an area in the back here. This is where a griddle mounts to it. And then you have two spots for the LP gas. So you can plug the griddle right in there. And then also in the back kitchen area, you can hook the stove. You have to hook that up every time so you have gas to the stove in the kitchen area. I kind of took this guy off just because it seemed a little bit repetitive. I'm used to tent camping anyway, so this is a little bit too glamorous for me and took up a lot of room inside the unit. I didn't want the old grease and stuff kind of stinking up the inside, so I just took this off. I've never used it, but it looks really cool. We'll keep walking around the back here. So this is the kitchen area. So this unit is actually a bunkhouse unit, so it's got two beds inside of it. So because you have two beds, that means they take away a lot of your kitchen area. But again, coming from more of that tent camping and car camping, this is still way more kitchen than I'm used to. It's got two levers, one on each side. You kind of have to push one down, keep tension, and then push the other one down, and then the entire thing slides out. So this guy gives you a little fridge, a little 12-volt fridge. We've got some pretty decent storage. Both of these are just fully open, and then this guy is the sink, so it's got the plumbing underneath here, and then all the outlets for the back area. So this is where you can check your freshwater tank. You can turn on the water pump to use the sink. You also have a couple different lights in the back here, so when you're using it, you can see at night for cooking. Kind of a mess. Things get jostled pretty good on the trail, but we've done a couple things to try and keep it a little bit, keep things where they should be. So up on top, obviously you can have everything closed, but we've got a stove area with a 2-burner. We've got a good sized sink. It's a nice deep sink, so I just keep all the soaps and cleaning stuff in there. Good water pressure. This doesn't have a hot water tank, but the cold water does stay cold, so that's good. It's got a little table on the side for a little bit more room. And that's about the entire tour of the kitchen. It actually works really well. We've had this thing out a couple times, and it's really convenient having a little bit of everything but not too much of anything. So on those tight trails getting these things in, you know, you actually still feel pretty spoiled with the amount of amenities that you get. Coming around to the driver's side, we've got a nice ladder to get on top of the unit. The entire top is a walkable surface, so you can get up there and walk and do any maintenance or anything you needed to do. The bars on top, I believe, are rated for 100 pounds each, 100 or 150 pounds each. So you can put a tent on top of there. It's got lights on both sides. These lights are pretty cool. You can turn them on inside. They run as white or the amber, so if you want to keep the bugs away from the trailer at night if the lights get too attractive for them. This is where you fill up your water. It's got I believe a 28-gallon fresh water tank, which is pretty big for this size trailer. And then you can connect to city water. Over here is a spray port, so if you turn on the water pump, you can plug that in to take a quick shower. Since this is over here, what we did was install a little shower area. So this collapses out, so you can take a shower in here, and then this is also where we put the porta potty, so we keep in there, so that kind of becomes our outdoor bathroom area. This guy is where all the plugins are. So we've got the RV plugs, which is nice. A lot of units this size just have the normal 110 plugs, so you just plug an extension cord into. But this is an actual Furrion style 30 amp plug, so you can choke it down to that 110 if you needed to, but you can plug it into the 30 amp at the RV places, so you can run your AC and everything inside. It's got a place for your cable. This is for your solar. This is equipped with movable briefcase style solar panels, 200 watters. It's got onboard heater, so this is the vent for the heater. All four corners do have the drop down stabilizers. The Survival Series comes with 2 axes and a shovel. I left the shovel up there. I took the axes off. I keep the little one in the storage unit on the other side. But it just got a little bit busy, and when we put the shower on, there really just wasn't enough room for all of it. I like the idea of having the shovel on there though, in case we ever did get stuck or something and we had to dig ourselves out. But that's about the looks of it from the outside. So let's go check on the inside now. Okay, so now you can see that we are on the inside. The bottom area here is a full queen-size bed. It folds up into this more seating sofa configuration as well. Because we have a TV, that makes it nice on those rainy days when you're kind of stuck in here. It's easy for multiple people to kind of relax in here and just watch TV. We've got the radio. We've got the JBL radio system in here. These are all your lights, because it has power to all 4 corners for the little cube LED lights. You can control those in here. I guess I should give it power. There's the max air fan. Right here, this will show you, this is for on this series, it comes with a lithium battery. I'm running 2 lithium batteries. I had a special order that way. So here's your battery indicator. This will also show you when you're charging with the solar, how much power you're getting into the unit. We've got storage up here that we put some baskets in. It also is backlit, which is nice. This is your vent system, because it does have an actual onboard heater. So there's your return right there. So we've been in this thing in close to 20-degree weather. It's really impressive how warm this thing stays. It's well insulated. It does a really good job. The max air fan in here. Obviously we've got the smoke detector. This is the air conditioner unit. So since this is the bunkhouse, like we were talking about, it eats away at some of your kitchen area, the kitchen galley in the back, but it gives you this entire extra bunk up top, which is awesome. Whenever I go out, most of the time it's not just me. It's normally me, and at least 2 of my daughters. So this is an awesome way for them to have a little bit more space without us being on top of each other. So 2 people could easily sleep up there. I would say, you know, if you were 14 or 15 and under, 2 people could sleep up there, just because the length isn't that long. So what I think we're gonna do is actually remove this piece, because when it's in the bed configuration, we end up kind of sleeping underneath here. And as of right now, we've only had 1 kid up here, so they don't use this much room anyway, so we'll probably delete this guy. So it gives the actual cabin a little bit more room. The bunkhouse is sweet too, because we don't have the kitchen in the back, they give you 2 more windows, 1 on each side. So 6 windows down one side really gives a fairly small RV a really big feel on the inside. It's also cool because you can really see everything that's going on, you know, around you outside. But all the blinds come down. They're on soft close risers. They have the emergency exits on each side, so that lets you keep the windows open when it's raining without having to worry about water getting in and still ventilating. It's got a little bit of storage on each side with some netting. I've got my solar panels still propped up here. I've yet to take them out. I probably should do that at some point. Fire extinguisher. It comes with a first aid kit. And the storage area is on this other side. So we'll bring you around the other side and I'll show you that. Okay. This is one of the other nice features, is that we have doors on both sides. So it makes it really cool if you're in an area that you end up with your fireplace on one side or the other. So you don't have to constantly walk around if you didn't have to. Also, if there's 2 people in bed, one of you guys has to get out in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, you don't have to climb over the other person. So as far as the storage inside, it's got a decent amount of storage. This is your fuse panel up here. It's got a shelf right there. In the bottom there, we really just keep that mainly for all the wiring and everything at the bottom, and then up here is where we'll throw our clothes when we're traveling. But a good decent size storage area for this size of unit. And then all the doors are on these magnetic catches too, so you don't have to worry about them swinging around too much. They're not super strong though, so if you're in a windier area, they will swing around on you. But yeah, let's get into the actual sleeping configuration. I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, so we've got it in the sleeping configuration now. So this is a full-size queen. So this is a big area. 2 adults can very, very comfortably sleep on here. We normally just put a couple canvas sleeping bags in here. We're not very fancy people, so we'll just throw a couple canvas sleeping bags on here, a couple blankets and pillows, and we're good to go. The heater at the bottom does a good job of blowing across, so we normally sleep with our heads over here so we don't have the heater blowing right on us. And that's what I was telling you, you kind of end up under this area. So what we'll probably do is end up deleting this guy, since we don't really need that much room up top. But up top we have my daughter. She's 8 years old, and you can see that she is very, very comfortable up there. There's plenty of room. So you're not sitting up or doing anything like that, but even whenever she's in a thicker sleeping bag and stuff, she has plenty of headroom to play on her phone or do anything she needs to do. She can sit up sideways and watch the TV, so she loves having that area. So here's a shot of me up on the bunk. It wouldn't be my first choice, but if you slept angled, you could do it. My shoulders are almost touching the top, and that's going directly on the pad. So once you had a thick sleeping bag, I mean, we'd be right there. So, but for kids, or even I've seen a lot of people that this is kind of their dog area, or even just for storage, you can pull both of these guys out, and it gives you a ton of room for storage. You can just put some netting up here or something. That would be amazing. To me, having room inside the cab outweighs the need for having room inside of a kitchen galley. That's just a personal thing, obviously. And that's what separated this trailer from a lot of the other ones that we were looking at. Ow. they had a lot of features, but in the long run, I think the space is what you need more than anything. That's what makes or breaks a trailer. Other storage in the unit is up here. It's got a motion light. I normally keep that off though. So this is where we put all of our the chairs. We have the small fold-up chairs, the fold-up porta potties in there, and then we keep different games and frisbees and hammocks and different things up there. Under this area is where the batteries are. It's plumb, so it'll accept 3 lithium batteries. I've only got 2 in here, but it goes quite a ways back, probably close to 4 foot back. So this gives you a ton of area as well. The big thing with us buying this trailer is that I really wanted it to be able to be pulled by our Jeep Wrangler, and it's only got a 350-pound tongue weight. So I needed to keep this area as light as possible, which is why I'm kind of bummed that the spare tire's up here, but what can you do? So that's about it on the ROG, the 12BH SS model by Encore. If you like this video, please make sure that you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That really helps us know that you guys are liking what we're doing and that you're supportive of, you know, the time we're taking to make all these videos. And I'm also planning to do a upgrade video as we go along, because there's a few areas that we want to upgrade on this trailer, so make sure that you're subscribed just so you can see those upgrades as well. Other than that, we will see you on the next one. Thanks guys, have a great day.